I'm just going to reuse an old canvas that I have. Grab some black acrylic paint and just cover it, just to give us a fresh new look to start with our abstract. Okay, during this unit, my students are going to be using the color wheel to help them select their colors for this particular abstract. And so what I'm going to show them is how the color wheel works in choosing colors. We could go complementary colors, which are directly across from each other on the color wheel. Now, complementary colors give you the biggest contrast, the boldest statement. So for this particular lesson, we don't want to use complementary colors. Now, there's also split complementary. So if we go across, it's the one beside the complementary. That's not as bold. It's a little bit softer, less of a statement, less jarring. But I think on this one, we're not going to use the split complementary either. You also have the triad. So if you go down, and the triad is evenly spaced on the color wheel, and that gives us color harmony. And what it also gives us, it's the most vibrant, and it has balance. So what I'm going to tell my students to do, though, is to choose one of the colors of the triad to make it your dominant color, and then the other two colors will be used for accent. So I'm going to go with these three colors. I'm going to go with yellow, and the triad is magenta, and a cobalt blue. So with those three colors, I think I'm going to make cobalt my dominant color, and I'm going to have yellow and magenta as my complementary, or my more my accent colors. All right, so let's give this a go and take a look and see how we do with those three colors. Okay, here we go. This is going to be fun. I've got my three colors. I've got my magenta, my cool yellow, and my cobalt blue. And I said I'm going to make cobalt blue my dominant color. So I'm going to start with my cobalt first. I've got my black canvas here. And what I'm going to do is simply, with my cobalt blue, start squirting on. Give it some patterns and textures. And that looks good. Gonna add these as my accent colors, so I'm not gonna do quite as much. I'm gonna go in and accent it. Okay, and let's add some of my cool yellow. Now these colors should be in harmony as they are on the triad on the color wheel. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a plastic bag, and I'm going to cut the plastic bag in half so that it fits my size of my canvas. You could use anything. You could probably try saran wrap to do this. I'm just going to cut the plastic bag because it's something I have in the classroom. Now my students are going to take it, and they're going to very carefully place the plastic over top of it. And here we go. They're going to take the paint and they're going to start to spread it out. And we're not going to know what's going to turn out like until we lift it up. I'm going to keep pressing and moving my fingers, maybe making patterns. Make sure I get the whole area. Spread it down, spread it out. It's always fun to see what we're going to end up with. Spreading it all over. Should make a beautiful abstract that's going to give us energy, because our focus of my students in this particular unit is we're looking at how can we express energy in art. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So let's take a look. Now we're going to pull the plastic off, and there's our triad of colors from the color wheel. Our abstract that's representing energy. We can see that there's movement in here. The colors are bright and vibrant, which is what I want from my triad. And I think it looks fantastic. So let's have my students give that a go. And if you give that a go, I hope you enjoy doing it as well.